Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. My name is Tim. I do villages related content for those new to the channel. Happy New Year's Day. Happy Wednesday. I am walking through the Villa Marbella neighborhood. Just to give you an update. I also wanted to kind of talk about some articles that were in the news recently. This is going to be kind of like a urine review video. And I thought it was appropriate to walk through the Villa Marbella neighborhood. These are the 24 courtyard villas that the developer recently listed and sold, located on the former site of the Hacienda Hills Golf and Country Club that was demolished. And as I talk about some of the news articles, you can take a look at these beautiful homes. Here's one that says, "Welcome home, so glad you're here." I just wanted to talk about some of the things that have been going on in the news here in the villages. And the first news item is the Costco store. I did do a live stream yesterday, and people were asking about Costco. And there was a recent news article in the villages-news.com about Costco. And the news article reads like this: "Christmas brought some good cheer to those who had begun to doubt Costco's commitment to the villages. The villages confirmed over the holidays that Costco has officially signed off on its new location at Buffalo Ridge Plaza. That is located up on Wedgwood Lane near County Road 466. Costco will build a 162,000 square foot warehouse style store. It will also sell gasoline and it will have a liquor store. The store will have 700 parking lots. The news comes as many in the villages were beginning to doubt that Costco was actually coming to Florida's friendliest hometown. News of Costco's arrival broke in April and set off a wave of euphoria for those residents who desperately wanted to see the store here. However, months of silence on the deal began to fuel doubts about whether Costco was actually coming to the villages. And that kind of feeds into the conversation I had yesterday on the live stream. When the villages or when these stores announce they're coming here, it can take quite a while for them to negotiate with the developer. And I believe the land up on Wedgwood Lane is owned by the developer. And those negotiations can take a long, long time. And that's kind of the point I'm trying to make with my theory that Eastport will not be up and running at 100% for several years, even though people are telling me that it'll be up and running next year in 2025, or actually this year. So that's another example of why I think it's going to take longer for Eastport to get up and running. What is the next news article we can talk about? The next thing I want to talk about is the year 2024 in review. It was a dangerous year to be a villager in the year 2024. There was several serious accidents that occurred. In August, a 77-year-old villager was struck while crossing the crosswalk at Lake Sumter Landing. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody to slow down. In October, a golf cart driver struck a pedestrian who had been crossing the sidewalk at Spanish Springs. They were transported by ambulance to the hospital. In December, a village's couple in their 80s was struck by a car in a roundabout. In that same month, a villager was struck when walking across US 301. And you will find that some people walk or take their golf carts on roads and highways that they should not take their golf cart on. And the next news article that happened in 2024 was executive golf courses. The courses here in the north are deteriorating, and the developer had to put $11 million of amenity money into those executive golf courses. And that was due to residents complaining about the poor condition those golf courses were in. Early in the year, golfers were complaining about golf courses they found to be unplayable. And I did play a few golf courses here in the north, and the greens were horrible. And they did put $11 million into some of these executive golf courses. So the developer improved executive golf courses in the year 2024, which is good. Another news article is the growth around the villages in 2024. There's a lot of communities like Leesburg and Oxford and Lady Lake who are experiencing explosive growth. There are a lot of apartment units and housing units being developed around the villages area. And one of the news articles relates to Leesburg. And Leesburg, Florida is a large city that's adjacent to the villages. And they experienced unprecedented growth with the villages and housing development. It has field growth. And the city officials are trying to stay ahead of it. And they are providing wastewater treatment and police protection. So they're trying to build infrastructure. And I know Wildwood, Florida is struggling to keep up, especially with the new developments in the south, like Well Point, Eastport, Shady Brook. And so there's some individuals in the area that are not too happy about the fast growth and the rising costs associated with it. There are 40,000 home sites which have been approved within the city limits of Leesburg. And they are looking at the need to have roads in the city of Leesburg. And the residents fear that the growth has destroyed the beauty and tranquility of Lake County. That's the county that Leesburg resides in. So not everybody is so happy about all the explosive growth going around the villages. That's the moral of the story. And the number one story of the villages in 2024 was Hurricane Milton. In October, Hurricane Milton affected the villages. The boardwalk at Lake Sumter became flooded, and it recently has opened. You can now walk on the boardwalk at Lake Sumter. It didn't reopen until December, which is about the same time the last debris of the storm was picked up. Villagers were frustrated at how long it took to get the debris collected. And I believe that Hurricane Milton was the most severe hurricane that I experienced in the 3 years I've been here in the Villages that had the most wind. Golf courses were flooded. And those golf courses stayed closed for a very long time. So Hurricane Milton, #1 story. Residents of the Oak Grove Village area in Wildwood were trapped in their homes due to flooding from Hurricane Milton. And yesterday, New Year's Eve day, a sinkhole opened up on Hillsboro Trail near the Hillsboro Pool. That's near Brownwood. It's in District 10. And today is New Year's Day. I believe the road is blocked off and there's police down there redirecting traffic. So Happy New Year to the residents of District 10. Near the Hillsboro Pool, you have a brand new sinkhole. And I'll leave you with this final thought. There's a letter to the editor. That's interesting. And I'll read it to you as the final piece of information for this video. Someone wrote a letter to the editor and was essentially complaining about the lack of grocery stores in the Eastport area. And they're saying that there's thousands of homes in the area in Eastport and there's no grocery store, but there is a bank. The Citizens Bank is open down there. And they're also kind of complaining about the public store that's going on down there as well. They don't like Publix, apparently. And they indicate that they're selling their home in the Eastport area and moving to Tennessee. The letter said that them and their neighbors are going to sell their home and move to Tennessee. And that's why I indicate everybody needs to be patient. If you buy in the South, just be patient. Things will be built. It's going to take time, and I do believe it's going to take longer than what they're promising you. Here we are, very near Spanish Springs Town Square. That is the Spanish Springs Medical Facility in the hospital area right over there. Happy New Year's. The ducks are swimming on the retention pond. Have a great New Year. Take care, everyone.